Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, folks, family, friends. I'm driving, as what guys can clearly tell. But you know what? I miss doing these videos for you guys. Doing these videos while I'm on my way to something important, not so important, something fun, what we're doing, that sort of thing. And I do these because I got things to think about, right? And things to talk about that some people might not have thought about and may end up talking about at the dinner table or something, you know? Any case, so I recently have been through a lot of changes, you know, physically. I mean, got my beard and trying to grow my hair back out. Eventually, you guys will see, it'll get to a point where I can put it in a ponytail. But not right now. And that's not what this video is about. So, this video is about change being brought on, okay, by moments and situations in life that require you to adapt, okay? And a lot of times, they will tell you, well, in order to grow up, you need to change. That's not to say that, you know, you have to do a complete 180. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not even remotely close to what they're trying to tell you. What they're telling you is you might need to look at it different, or you might need to listen a little bit differently, or you might need to step in and try something, or you might need to go and read something, you know, learn about it. Okay? And that's not being and doing a complete 180, because folks, that ain't gonna happen overnight. I'll tell you right now. I have been through a lot of change in my life, and some of it was self-inflicted. Some of it was also non-self-inflicted, and it was what's the word? It was necessary. It was sporadic. And it occurred because of something I had done, something I had said, something I had seen, and something I had read. Okay? I've been through many relationships. That's not really a shock to some of you. I've been through multiple stages in my relationships. That shouldn't shock some of you. Okay? But, having said all that, I will also like to tell you that some of them were induced. There's a good word, induced, okay? It was induced because I thought that it was all one-directional. It was all standard. It was all low-key, right? And so I made a big deal about it. You know, oh, we gotta do this. Oh, this has to happen. Oh, why haven't we done this? This, that, and the fourth. And, you know, why are we like this compared to, for example, her, him, them, what have you, right? And guys, not gonna lie, I do it a lot, right? Because there are certain things I haven't done that most of you have, okay? Now, if you want to get into it, I'll explain to you in another video about my life and how I got here, because I grew up a very sheltered life, okay? I grew up in a military family, and the military family grows up with very, very strict standards, okay? Now, for those of you guys that are watching me from different parts of the world, when you came into America or you come into other countries, it's a very strict change, is it not? Yes. So, when you come into different places, not knowing what to expect, and it hits you like a ton of bricks, it can be a little scary, right? And that's kind of the way it was for me growing up, right? I didn't get to party. I didn't get to do a lot of things, okay? Now, why am I rambling? But more importantly, where am I going with this? Stay with me, I promise. I like to ramble, but I spiderweb when I think. It'll all come back together, I promise you, alright? And oh, by the way, I do have a form of autism. That's how my brain thinks. Stay with me, though, okay? As I went through being in a strict family, right, I didn't get to do things I wanted to do. I had to ask to be able to do them. And 9 times out of 10, they normally didn't occur, okay? A lot of those stages that you guys are talking about, like partying, going out, meeting that curve, if you know what I mean. Right? Usually a nature-related conversation, okay? And a lot of my relationships, my friendships, okay, I always thought there was kind of like a game of Monopoly. You had to go around the board, and you had to collect these things, and then collect other things, and then once you had them, you could go then do other things, and once you were still done, there was more to be done, right? It was the same thought process I had when I was in my relationships, okay? And I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. And there have been so many friendships and some relationships, because I'm not gonna lie, knock, 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 it happened, that if I'd have just stuck to letting it flow naturally, right? Getting to know them, getting to know their quirks, getting to know what sets them off, getting to know what they rather. Like that whole game, would you rather, right? Would you rather A or would you rather B? Okay, would you rather B or rather C? Okay, what about E or rather F? You get the point. I don't have to keep going. And when I did that, I'm noticing now, as we keep going in life, guys, I'm 38 years old, okay? I've learned quite a bit in my life. And I'm speaking to you because I've learned it. I have some of the most beautiful friendships that I have ever had, okay, with anybody that I've even come in contact with. Why? Because I didn't force a connection. I didn't force a stage. I didn't force what are we. I didn't force this. I didn't force that, right? And that's a secret I'm willing to expose to you guys. Some of you guys that are in relationships now, you're trying to force these connections. You're trying to force these moments. Don't. Right? The more that you let it naturally flow and naturally occur, it will be 10 times more impressive to you, the outcome, the result, what can transpire from that, as opposed to the way you're going about it, Okay? Oh wow, the sun is really coming out. And so, having said that, right? Your body, okay, is made up of chemicals. It's made up of all these things, right? And at some point, there's a shift as you grow up. Your adolescent years, your teenage years, your adult years, your young teenage years, right? You guys know that. I don't have to tell you, okay? And when you grow, that change, that occurrence is also happening because your body is adding and doing all these like divisions and these things, right? It's beautiful, okay? Hold on guys, just for 1 sec. And, okay, so back to change in bodies and all this, right? So, your body goes through these changes. Now, you know when you hang out with someone and you're like, huh, that feels weird. Or, I feel like I like this guy. I really like this guy, right? Or I like this girl, okay? Yeah, I think you might like them, but do you know what's really going on? Is the dopamine, the oxytocin, all these, basically these feel-good chemicals in your body is rampantly increasing and multiplying and all this, right? And that's what's going on. So, when that occurs, your body has to physically and psychically, or yeah, no, that's not really the word I'm looking for. Psychologically, okay, it's changing, right? And the more it occurs, the more your body is going to send that signal, keep doing it again, keep doing it again, keep doing it again. I like it, right? The only reason you wouldn't want to is if it interferes and or conflicts with your well-being, your life, your family, your work, the things that you need to pay attention to, right? Because those things are important. Fair enough? Okay. So, listen to what's going on inside your body, inside your system, because it's happening for a reason, right? Same with getting sick, same with doing this, same with doing that, right? If you notice that these are occurring, you might want to listen and figure out why. Because it's not for no reason, okay? Didn't cut it hard enough. Come on. I do this for a living. It's embarrassing. Alright. Okay. Anyway, guys, that was my thought for this. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you stopping by. I have the hiccups now. I got my coffee. I'm about ready to go into the terminal, take the shuttle bus. It's about 7 o'clock. And like 1 minute, literally. Anyway, guys, thank you for sticking around. I'm Sean, the Toga Brother. I'm out.